Hello dear students, in this video lesson we are going to discuss about career planning and career development of fourth unit. Now what is career? A career is a sequence of positions held by a person during the courses of a lifetime. So how many positions he hold during his lifetime? During his lifetime in the sense from his education to till his retirement, how many positions he was held, this is called as career. It comprises of a series of work-related activities that provide continuity. Most of the time, people confused that career means getting good qualifications or going through the universities or achieving some degrees like that. But that is not the career. Career means after completion of your education, once you joined in the organization, how many work related programs you did, how many work related responsibilities and designations and positions you hold, and what is your continuity in doing in discharging those jobs or designations called as career. And most of the time career depends upon, it is shaped by a person's, by many factors. A career of a person or an individual will be shaped by many factors like performance, education, experience, influential parents, and sometimes caste. All these things influence the career of an individual or an employee. And at the same time, career planning or career is an objective and subjective also. It is objective from a person's point of view, it is subjective from the concept of his holding the job positions and holding the designations. And now we'll go to the slide. What is the career planning explains. What is career planning, what is what is a career, what it explains. So let us see what it explains. See, what is a career? Career is an occupation or a profession that one undertakes for a long period of his lifetime and derives monetary benefit from it. Career is an occupation or a profession. In the sense, it is occupation in the sense through that you are getting your livelihood. Through that you are deriving some money. Because of that only you have been living in the society. That is occupation or a profession one undertakes for a longer period of time, that is his lifetime, and he is getting some money out of it. By doing that, he is getting some money, salary, or wage from that. Example: if someone is painting pictures for a long time but does not expect to gain any monetary reward, see, somebody is painting a picture, somebody is painting or somebody doing some artistic work, but they are not getting money from that. They are not disclosing in the exhibitions and they are not getting money. It becomes a hobby. Suppose, in other words, if he paints and exhibits his paintings in an exhibition or somewhere in the gallery, and buyers bought those exhibition paintings, and he will derive some money from that particular doing that activity, it is called profession and it is called career. What is the next slide show is what is career planning. Career planning consists of activities and actions that you take to achieve your individual career goals. What is planning? Planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do. In other words, it is forecasting. It is forecasting our future. And now it involves, planning involves activities and actions that you take to achieve your individual career goals. Each and every individual will have a career goal. Yes, in future or in my future perspective, I want to reach, I want to do that position, I want to become an IAS officer, I want to become a personal officer or HR manager, or I want to be an entrepreneur. Each and every individual have some career goals. So moving towards that career goal, directing towards that career goal will help. Planning help us to move us, that is, planning helps the individual to move towards the individual career goals. It is the way by which one can achieve goals and ambitions successfully. If you plan properly, if you set aside certain objectives and certain directions, you can move towards the achievement of that goals and ambitions successfully. It is a difference between success and failures which always leads to satisfactory results. So career planning gives us if your career planning is good, if your career planning is in a proper way, then it gives you a successful life. It gives a successful future. If you are not planned properly your career, you are not at all, your career planning is not ideally good, then it leads to failures. It gives you bad results. So career planning is nothing but it is a kind of vision. Now what is the next slide explains? The next slide, it will explains, it focus on career planning process. What is career planning process? Career planning process is a simple process of a sequential order of different stages. Career planning process is a simple process and it has different stages. Basically, every career planning or career planning process has certain stages like exploration stage, establishment stage, mid-career, late career, decline. Like in other words, we can say career planning process actually starts from the age of 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and how an individual is performing according to his age, right? See, at 25, before 25 years, the individual was in college. He once completion of his graduation or post graduation, he just moved from college to work. At the age of 25, his first job being accepted by him at the age of 25. At the age of 35, if suppose from 25 to 35, 10 years of gap is there. At the age of 25, he is exploring in the sense, though he joined in a first job, but sometimes in the first job we may not be satisfied. We want to move our career to somewhere else, or else in the first job itself you gain some knowledge, you improve your skills, abilities, attitudes, and in the job within the company, in that company itself you move to the next position in the hierarchy. This can also be happened. So at the 25 to 35, in between, you are establishing yourself either in the same job or else you are moving to some other company or some other job, observing the environment, observing the competition, observing the opportunities. Next, from 35 to 50, it is called as a mid-career. Mid-career, the person is adult now. He is in the adult age. Now, at this age, it is a mid-career for him. Now, what will happen at this junction is, if the performance of the person increases, if the performance of the person is good, then his career will be very strong at this age. Or else, if the performance decreases or it is not up to the mark, then his career start declining at the age of 35 to 50. And from 50 to 60, it is called as the elderly state person. Elderly state person in the sense, now it is a period of superannuation. Either he will continue, now he will be there in the organization as an elderly person, elderly states person. Now if any, as an experienced person, if any data is needed, everybody will approach him. Not any data, if any like a suggestion or a solution is needed, people will approach him as an elderly person. Or sometimes this can be happened in the in the corporates. In the government sectors, at the age of 60, people will get retired. And most of the corporate also only till 45 to 50 people asked to stay at the company. If they are talented, if they are all rounders, then they will be asked to stay till 60 to 70 also as elderly state person. From 60 to 70, preparing for retirement. And now at the age of 60, it is called as late career, and at the age of 60 to 70, it is called as decline. This is called as the career cycle process, or career planning process also we can call it. So it starts just to completion of your graduation, entering into the job, and it closes at the age of 70. Now let us move what the slide explains us, what the slide has given to us. Now if you look at the slide explains career planning process is a simple process of analyzing, upgrading, improvement. Analyzing in the sense, analyzing the situation. Situation analysis, nothing but SWOT analysis. It is nothing but what are the strengths, how the environment is there, what are the competitions, what is competition, how many competitive factors are around us, how to how to move yourself into that particular environment, how to face that competition is analyzing. Upgrading in the sense, in other words, suppose there is a lack of knowledge, there is a lack of skill in you, or the skill is required in the competitive world, or for example say Python, Java, or cloud computing, or something technical knowledge is needed nowadays, or online like a technical computer knowledge is needed, and you have a gap over that, just upgrade yourself. And improving and making yourself strong in order to face the competition, this is called as career planning, and this leads to success. Basically, there are 5 stages in the career planning: self assessment, exploration and research, decision making, taking action, and evaluation. Let's move to the first stage, self assessment. Assessment in the sense, analyzing ourselves. Analysis of ourselves, where we are, what are our weaknesses, what are our strengths, and do we have characteristics to face the competitive world? Do we what are my interests? What is my personality? What kind of knowledge I'm having? This is called assessment. Self assessment, self calculation. It revolves around the thoughtful consideration. Thoughtful consideration in the sense, considering ourselves. Inner consideration. Reflection and evaluation of your interest, personality characteristics, values, and skills through a variety of methods such as the use of whole host of career related tools and instruments. In the sense, assessment in the sense, see, for example, practicing a test. Practicing a test in the sense, setting some time and you start practicing a exam or a problem. Suppose if you are good at solving the problem, or if you are good at all the points, your test gives you 100% good result. But if you are not practicing properly, you are not good at somewhere in the topic and the subject, so some gap will be there. So that is called assessment. Assessment in the sense, identifying whether I am strong or not. Self assessment is a must and should for every individual in the career planning. The next one is exploration and research. See, exploration and the research in the sense, assessment, in the assessment you are personally, individually analyzing about yourself. Whereas in exploration and research you are doing something background work, outside work, external work you are doing. In other words, we can say you are identifying what is the competition, what is the environment, what are the environmental factors, what are the job demand fact, job market, what is job market, what is the demands of the job market, what are the demands of the company. You need to analyze and you have to explore. And here, the career planning component consisting of exploration and research is all about being in information gathering mode. This is the time to explore, collect, and organize all available resources. So, what are available resources in the sense, gathering the data, information, gathering information and data from different sources, from friends, from relatives, or from peers, or from reference groups. That what kind of information you have to gather, information relating to job market and information relating to the existing demands of the job and the companies, that is called as exploration and research. And next one is the decision making. It is a step of the career planning process is when you put all the pieces of information. So you have gathered all the information and all the data is before you. You just have to take an action now. Now data about the job market, data about the skills required, data about the new knowledge to be acquired, data about the new competencies, all that information is there before you. Now the thing is, you have to take a decision. You need to pick a career. You need to pick an alternative which is best suited for you. That is called as decision making. See, in the slide also that has been explained here, your carefully collected career information together as best as possible to produce a list of career related goals and options. See, if you want to go for a groups, or you want to go for bank jobs, or you want to go for railways, or you want to do your own entrepreneurship, or you want to go for a corporate side, You gather data. Already you have decided, yes, I'm an MBA HR student. I want to be in a corporate. I want to be at corporate as a HR manager. So what I should do? What are the skills that I need to become a HR manager? So you have gathered the data about the qualities and the competencies that are required for a HR manager. Now the thing is, you have to take the decision now. That is called as decision making. And next one is the final stage is taking action. Action taking means jumping, going, taking action in the sense the stage is about literally being proactive with your career plans and following through with what you have decided on doing. So taking action is simple to said, but doing is difficult. Taking, suppose you got a job, you have to move from Vijayawada to somewhere in the foreign country or abroad, whether to take the decision or not. Should I go for abroad or not? If I move there, what are the problems? What are the benefits? These things are there before you. So at this point, you need to take the action. So it is a bit difficult for you to take the action. So because that at this stage you have to take your opinions of your close friends, your parents, your relatives, or people who are at top positions. So this is called as taking action. The next stage is evaluation. Evaluation means identifying, feedback, follow up. Here, you made your career related decisions and identified your goals. Keep in mind that many of the folks who achieve career success are the ones who continually evaluate and assess their status. So evaluation can be done in done. Evaluation will be done at two stages, at two points. One is suppose your decision is wrong, something wrong was did by you, so you are not got success in your particular job gathered data. So you have to assess, evaluate what was happened, where's the problem, what's the gap, how to recover, how to come out of that. That is a kind of evaluation, one type of evaluation. Another one is your decision is correct. You gathered the data and you jumped into that particular job. You hold the particular position. Now from there, where you want to be, what position you want to go there. That is called as evaluation. So keep track of their career progress throughout the life. Next one is tips for building a career. What are the tips? What are the tools in order to build a career? That is, career is nothing but how many positions you hold entire your work related activities. How many positions, how many responsibilities you hold entire your job. This is called as career. Now, how you have to build your career? That first of all, realize your goals. Goal in the sense your aim, your objective, what you want to be, where you want to be, what type of, see, our desires is nothing but our goals, our aims are nothing but our goals. What type of goals you have? Yes, I want to have a big car, I want to have a duplex car, duplex house. So for that I need to get a good job. So to achieve, to enjoy such kind of lifestyle, I should have a job where I can get 2 lakhs per month, like that a kind of salary I should get in order to live in a metropolitan cities of such kind of lifestyle. So you have to set a goal, and for that goal you should realize that goal. Never stop learning. Learning is a continuous process. Obviously, even at the age of old age, also you can learn many things. Nowadays, learning is learning is a going on activities nowadays. The third one is ask, listen, and learn. Ask, listen, and learn. Ask if you have any doubts. You ask. Listen to them and learn. Fulfill your current job. Though you want to move from this job to some other job, you want to move to some other career, but now at present when you are in this job, you need to fulfill the demands of that job. You must be very much justify, you have to justify your present job, and you need to gain benefits, you need to gain experience from that particular job, and build your network relations. You have to develop, prepare yourself to move into the next career. Next one is sources of career planning. What are the sources? What are the areas where you get some knowledge or some kind of data or some kind of information? Often students seek out knowledge for career planning from various channels. Some of these channels are listed below. These are the different channels. From these channels, you gain knowledge. Family and friends. Obviously, these are These are the people to whom we can depend, and these are the people who genuinely guide us. Guidance from family, elders, cousins, and good friends. Changing market trends. This can be happened through observation, reading newspapers, gathering data, going through the online. This is changing market trend. Professional counseling, like taking information, asking, seeking information from the teachers, professors, and other professional bodies. Mass media, observing the talk shows, interviews, radio messages, etc. Following in the shoes of role models. Role models in the sense, if any CEOs or CFOs are people of top positions, if their interviews are coming in the newspapers or in the broadcast media, observing them, following them. This is called as following the entering into the shoes of role models. Next, so with this, with the above slides, I have completed the career planning. So till now we completed career planning. We have discussed about what is career, what are the stages of career, how career starts, at what age the career starts, how it comes to decline, and what are the process, what are the stages of career planning, and what are the sources of career planning. All of this we have completed. Now we will move to the next slide, that is career development. So we know what is career. Career means a sequence of positions you hold in your entire life cycle. That is called as career. Now what is career development? Career development consists of the personal actions one undertakes to achieve a career plan. Development means continuous activity. Development. Planning means first. This is a first step planning. That means where you want to be, what position you want to be, and what kind of job you want to be. This is called planning. Development in the sense, once you be in the job, once you are in that particular designation, where you want to go, right? That is called as development. Personal actions. So see, for development, growth and for development, individual actions are most important. Individual personal actions, somebody pampers you, somebody pushes you, it won't be called as a development. The initiative should come from you only. The initiative or the zeal should come from you only. Then only development can be possible. So in the career, what type of things you are doing, how you are learning, how you are gaining, how you are initiating yourself to learn many tools in order to move into the career path. So it is nothing but an intra-organizational or inter-organizational scenario. So career development is nothing but a manager's life cycle. In the manager's lifestyle, intra-organizational and inter-organizational. Intra means in between two organizations. Intra means in between two. Inter means within the organizations. How you are competing within the organization, within your colleagues, and how you are competing with other companies. This is called as development. It involves training on new skills, moving to higher job responsibility, making a career change with the same organization, moving to a different organization. So in the career development, you can stick on to your own job in the initial job itself, and you start improving yourself, holding good responsibilities, or you can move to another organization also. And next slide. We are going the next slide will explain us about what is the process of career development. What is the process of career development? In the process, just like the career planning, the career development also have a series of steps, a series of 6 steps, like self assessment, career awareness, goal setting, skill training, performing. So just like career planning, career development also have a series of certain steps. I told you self-assessment, self-evaluation. Evaluation or assessment means identifying your weaknesses and your strengths. Suppose if there is any weakness, how to overcome that weakness, how to rectify that gap. That is assessment of weakness. And self-assessment of strengths. Suppose you are strong at one point and you have to get more stronger. That means you need to mobilize yourself to get stronger at that particular point, and you have to analyze the opportunities available in the job market. Career awareness. Awareness can be like knowledge, gaining information, gaining data. This can be done with many number of sources from your friends, relatives, job market conditions, going through the charts, discussing, paper reading, etc. Goal setting, setting a goal. Like, see, for example, you are joined as a manager and you want to become a vice president, president, or a regional head. How to move to that particular position, called goal setting. Skill training. Suppose you already said you want to become a president of the company or a CEO of the company. Now, for CEO, certain skills are required, certain dynamism, creativity is needed, certain spontaneity is needed. So, for that, how to improve my skills? You need to focus on the skills training. Performing. Once you gain the skills, once you learn the skills, you have to perform. This is called as the stages of career planning. Now we'll move to the next slide. The next slide explains us individual career development. The same individual career development will have certain stages like performance, exposure, networking, leveraging, loyalty to career, and expandability. We'll move to the next stage, where this slide explains each and every step in detail. What is performance? Performance means it studies the works done by an individual. Performance is nothing but how much of work you did, how much of work you performed. Career progress rests largely on the performance. Obviously, I said initially while explaining that a person's career or an individual's career depends upon many factors. Among those factors, the first factor is performance. If you perform well, you gain well. The performance not only in the job, even in the exams, how the first ranks are getting, how the first ranks are coming. A first rank holder means a performer, 100% a good performer. If his performance is substandard, he won't gain. If performance is modest, career goals cannot be achieved. Even modest or moderate or a neutral performance cannot you can make you to achieve the goals. If it is substandard, you can't achieve. But if you are up to the mark, up to the standard, or above the level of standard, only you can achieve. Career development comes through exposure, which implies becoming known by those who decide promotions, transfers, and other cases. So exposure is needed. Exposure in the sense, always if you are at home, always if you are in the four rooms and you are not meeting anybody, you are an introvert, you are not an extrovert, you are not joining with anybody, you are not free to speak, you are not free to express. If all these characteristics have been associated with you can't get the exposure. You need exposure. You need to be very friendly, very freely. You have to be talk. You have to be a positive talker, and this makes you to go for a good career. And if you are not a good exposure, it means you are not being nobody knows about you. You are not a known person to the people who are decides the promotions, who decides the career opportunities. Networking, that is nothing but relations. PR, we can say public relations. Professional personal contacts, how much of contacts you have in all this comes. Leveraging, resigning to further one's career with another employer is known as leveraging. Reassigning to further one's career with another employer is known as leveraging. When the option is irresistible, the only option left is to resign from the current position. Leveraging, it seems relation. Leveraging, it means in other words, we can say, suppose you are doing in a particular, you are doing with the employer, you are doing a job in a company where you are working from last since 10 years, but there you are not satisfied with your career development, with your salary or the package. Now what you want to do, you want to just move, you want to go from that to other. So you start your further one's career with another employee. You start thinking of moving from this company to another employer. This is called as leveraging. Loyalty to career. Professionals and recent college graduates generally jump jobs frequently. See, jumping jobs or hopping jobs is not right thing. You have to stay in one company minimum of 2 years or a maximum of 5 years, so that you can gain experience and knowledge at particular organization. So most of the youngsters now, most of the graduates now, they're just moving from one company to another company within a time period of 6 months. This is not correct. So to overcome this problem, Now, the companies have come out with lucrative, innovative compensation packages to stay people at the company, to stay them for a longer period in the company, to retain them. Companies are also giving attractive packages. Expand ability. Employees who are career conscious must prepare themselves for future opportunities that may come their way internally or externally by taking a series of proactive steps. So proactive, we should not have generally, usually people who always thought of their career development or career growth, they always be proactive in the sense they are conscious about what the things are going on in the environment and how we have to make ourselves confident to face that thing for that things. This is called as expand ability, moving ability. And now with this, we have completed this video lesson, and in this video lesson we have just focused on what is career planning and what are the stages of career planning, how an individual's or an employee's career, how an individual is planning his career, what are the sources of his career. Simultaneously we discussed about the career development. Thank you.